They say money doesn't grow on trees. Well, that's technically true, but what if I told you you could grow a plant and sell that one plant for $19,000? I am not talking about growing weed or timber, but a simple house plant. This particular example of a rare white variegated Rhaphidophora tetrasperma sold for 19,000 US dollars. Stick around to find out how and why, and if these prices are sustainable. Over the last few years, the prices of houseplants have been creeping up and in some cases have been climbing like a vine. Let's talk about the particular plant, the white variegated Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It has 8 leaves, is in very healthy condition, and has excellent variegation through the stem and leaves. Variegation, in case you aren't familiar, is the appearance of different colored zones on a plant. This increases its value because it rarely happens naturally, so that scarcity drives up the value of the plant. Take a look at this graph for what individual plants, cuttings, and seeds can earn. Now, the prices on this chart are in British pounds, but we can do a simple conversion of $1.40 per GBP. You have plants selling for $50 to $300 and even cuttings up to $200. I think more importantly, look at those increases in prices. This certainly feels driven by simple supply-demand economics. Cool and trophy-like plants have become extremely popular over the last decade. That trend accelerated during the pandemic because people were trapped at home. They wanted to brighten their homes, brighten their spaces more. Looking at this chart again, let's say you wanted to get started on one of these plants and are willing to pay for cutting. Let's look at one with a quick turnaround first. Philodendron minima, $9.50. Plant and nurture it for 3 weeks and sell it for $15.50. Okay, a gross profit of $6 or a 60% gross margin. How about the Monstera, also known as the Thai constellation? 165, plant, nurturing that for a full year and sell it for $289. Okay, that's a gross profit of $124 or 75% gross margin. Let's look at the Monstera dubia. A cutting is only $21, but it's worth 7 times that after only a year. What kind of investment grows at 7x a year? These plants are difficult to cultivate because they produce less chlorophyll and therefore photosynthesize a whole lot less. Growing them is a slow endeavor and requires some skill. This chlorophyll difference throughout the leaves is what gives you that variegated appearance. Take a look at this Google shopping search. There are dozens of examples of retailers offering plants in the hundreds and up to a few $1,000s. And on the spruce, they walk you through 6 different plants that sound astronomically expensive. The mature fiddle leaf fig tree for $80 to $300. The variegated Monstera that we discussed earlier, ranging from $700 to $5,000. The Hoya carnosa compacta for $40 to $6,500. You've got the large version of the Philodendron minima, $50 to $8,150. Or how about a $200,000 orchid? And of course, you have the redwoods of the Hobbit world, the old bonanza tree, bringing in over $1 million for a single specimen, a single tree. I'll be honest, I don't know much about growing plants, and it's probably not as easy as sticking a cutting into a planting pot and then listing it for sale a couple months later. But I am a business owner and I find the profit margins very intriguing. If it's something you find yourself interested in, I would definitely suggest researching the most profitable plants before you jump in. If you choose more common varieties, then you might end up doing a similar amount of work for just a fraction of the payday. From there, you'll need to think through space constraints and what kind of growing climate you can provide. Very importantly, what's your skill level and how green is your thumb? Probably the most important factor, do you have a passion for horticulture and like working with plants? Because if you don't, it's probably not worth your time. Let me know if you own your own nursery and have tried growing a few of these varieties, or if you're thinking of starting one yourself. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you on the next one.